Hello everyone. It's Monday, April 10th. It's about probably 70 degrees already, and I think it's maybe 10:15. And it's just, I'm going to chance it. The long range weather forecast says 55 is as low as it goes. We had the full moon last night, so that should have taken care of any last cold snaps. So it's time to get these gigantic tomatoes in the ground. Now you can see the ones that will be coming up here is sausage, red grape, red pearl, a big beef, floraliana. I've grown it for years. Mortgage lifter. I've spent about the last week slowly finding time to go through and get all the weeds out of my beds. Yesterday I emptied out one compost pile and spread it all over these couple of beds here. Then I laid down, as you can see, nice new drip irrigation. I've been using the little drip sprayers, and I get a lot of trouble with diseases and funguses and stuff on the bottom of the plants, slowly creeping up and killing them. So I'm gonna go with pure drip this year. Over here I've got 2 rows of drip. Got my nice big poles as soon as I can get my cattle panels up. So these beds are ready. Zone 7, we're right on the line of A or B. The cattle panels will go up when I can take down my little hoop house here. But the hoop house is still really growing a lot of stuff. Let's sneak a peek in here. It's open all the time, but I'm really not ready to take it down because I figure somewhere in here I'll probably kill stuff. And you just don't let chard like that, and bok choy, and the edible potted peas here are starting to take on real good. And of course there's a lot more bok choy. So you just don't let those get away from you, if you might tear them up with the plastic or whatever. So we'll give them a little bit more time. The way I'm planting the tomatoes this year, even though I'm getting really tired of the tomato cages, I've got a bunch of them, and some of them this will probably be their last year. But weaved in there with my drip irrigation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to space the tomatoes the way I have to space the tomato cages. So that's how far apart the tomatoes will be. And we're going to have there's a Ranger Roma. That's a wonderful big Roma tomato, perfect for pizza and salad dressing, spaghetti sauce and stuff. Then there's a Homestead, I believe. No, it's Arkansas Traveler. Down there's a Homestead. Down here is a Homestead. There's another nice one going in. So we'll start with that many. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start with 5 and see how it's going, and then we'll move some more in. I've used these as my spacers. So I'm going to move it over. And I put in so much compost that I'm not going to put in a bunch of fertilizer in the hole. Just going to plant them, then I'll come back in a couple of days and give them a bunch of fertilizer. As you can see, this is unbelievable soil. I'll get them down a little deeper. Good one. Put the label on it. And the tomato cage. Gotta keep up with the cages so I keep my spacing good. I'm going to swap around to the other side. I'm going to zigzag them. That'll get a little more air breathing through there for them. Another really nice root system. These were started on paper towels. Then they were transplanted to the little 1-inch soil blocks. And then into a larger container. And that just has given me some just outstanding plants. It's the way I'll do this in the future. When it comes to these things, I am such a klutz. Okay, let's see. As long as I'm on this side, I'll go ahead and do this next one. Another really super root system. This is the homestead. Let's do this next one on this side. Came out and turned the drip irrigation drippers on a couple hours ago. I had read or seen on a video, or I don't know, somewhere, and he said, man, if you want to be smart doing this stuff, turn your drips on first, then go plant where the ground's wet. It's like, wow, that's really smart. Because usually what made me do the sprayers is I'd do the drip, and I'd get things planted, then I'd run the drip, and the water didn't go where the plants were. So I'd have to swap it out for a sprayer. That's just dumb. But thankfully, somebody wiser than me figured out the answer to that. Get it wet first. I have tried planting inside these things by putting them in first. That's even worse than me trying to do what I'm doing now. So when I get the low limbs up, some people tell me to trim them, and then I just break them. So we'll move along and get some more planting. I'll show you how it looks when I'm done. Hey everyone, I got the first row done. First little bed done with my tomatoes. Range Aromas, the sausage, the mortgage lifter, homestead, what else? A big beef, I'm guessing that's a big beefsteak, some more sausage, Arkansas Traveler, Floralina. Floralina's got a lot of letters after it, so it's usually pretty good if it's a bad year for ugly guys in the dirt. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 15 tomatoes planted. Got about 6 more to go, but I'll have to wait till I can move them over to that next bed. And then of course I got all those peppers to do. But it's going to have to warm up just a little bit more for me before I try the peppers. These guys have all had a nice drink of fish emulsion. That'll get them off to a good start. So, been real happy with my potatoes starting out here. I gave them some extra dirt yesterday. These are all just the regular red potatoes, which are supposed to be the ones that do the best here in Georgia. And kind of as a test to see how it went, we had some big russet bacon potatoes sprout, and I put them in at the exact same time I did these. Okay, about the same size also. Let me show you what the russets look like. Yeah, I have to get down close here to show you. These little tiny little plants here. There's another one finally poking through. So, at least in the startup mode, they're not near as happy as the red potatoes are. And my fig that I've never managed to get out of the pot, it's been here for several years, has decided that it feels like doing a early fig crop, which is quite all right with me. So I gave it some good compost top dressing because I'll certainly take the figs. We come around here to this side. See, there's more figs, more figs. Figs are, boy, every time I mow the yard, as I drive by with a mower, push by with the mower, I'll snatch a ripe fig off and munch it. I think you could mow all day if you could have a fig on every pass. So that's where the garden is. It's about noontime. I'm starting to roast, so I got to get in and out of the heat before I get totally sunburned. So here's where the tomato patch is going right now, April 10th, on the line between zone 7A and B. The summer garden is underway. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe so you get the updates on the videos as we go along, and maybe we can all learn something. Any comments and ideas, please put them in at the bottom. We can all use them. Thank you for watching.